Hey guys, welcome back to the Bayside Fabrication YouTube channel. I hope y'all had a happy new year and a Merry Christmas and all that jazz. And we are back here just playing with the cart a little bit. So we left off with a no fuel pump issue, and it turned out that we are able to start the car by jumping the fuel pump relay here and then giving the pump direct power via just 12 volts from the battery. We're able to get the car running. So I think there is, we tested the relays are good. So I think there is a issue, maybe a ground, maybe a burned up wire. So what I'm gonna do now is just kind of go through some of this wiring. So this wiring is pretty much a disaster. And what I did was I kept everything factory wiring because I knew the car ran. So I just took everything, connected all the grounds, left everything else, you know, where it was. So, I mean, I have airbag sockets. I have, where is it? Some over here. You know, this is EWS stuff. I have pretty much everything. I have power top wiring. Look at this. That's a dome light. So my objective today is to just clean up this wiring. I mean, this is an absolute unacceptable disaster. So I'm not surprised something happened. So I'm gonna create like a gauge or a switch panel and put my gauge in there, put some switches in there. I'm gonna wire up my fans directly on a switch, because right now I have both fans coming on at the same time, and I believe that is causing a overcooling issue. Well, I know it's causing an overcooling issue, because when I turn my fans on, the car can be hot and it will pull the engine temp right down. So I want to make each fan on its own switch. So if the car starts getting up to temp, I can throw one switch on, and then if I'm really hitting the car hard, we can run both fans, and that will cool the crap out of it. So, but right now I want to be able to at least have one fan running instead of both. That way we don't overcool this thing like we've been doing. So with all that being said, I'm just gonna start digging in here. Well, I just pulled out just this simple dome light piece, and I'm just tracing the wires back, and look at the first thing I find. Frayed wire, power wire too. So this is probably going to be a long journey of just getting rid of this crap. I mean, who knows what kind of issues this is creating downstream for me. So effectively what I'm gonna do is go to the car, pull out a module, check out what the module does, look up the part number. Most of them are BS. You know, have to do with window regulators and doors and, you know, whatever. And I'm going to disconnect the module, make sure the car still runs, make sure all my lights still work. And if they do, then I'm going to take all this wiring, trace it all back to the source, and just get rid of it. Because this is just doing nothing for me. No favors here. So it's 2021, and I am conquering my fear of wiring. Trying to. Having slight anxiety. I'm just kidding, guys. Most of this is all BS. It looks way worse than it is. So we're gonna go in here, clip what we don't need at the fuses, and pull the fuse and just make it a nice clean setup. Still a disaster, but we're getting there. I actually found another ground wire that was melted, okay? Or this is the only ground wire I found melted. The other one was the 12 volt hot. So we are really finding issues here. At it for a couple hours and it still runs. So it may be crude, and I know there's probably a lot of you guys cringing at how we're doing things here. So I've been doing is get the fuel pump running, make sure the battery's on. Very crude, but guys, we're getting through it. All this is BS. This is, you know, this for example is a passenger power seat harness. Hey guys, it's the next day and we're just picking away at the wiring here. Now I just had the opportunity to get a set of scales again from James next door. So I'm gonna weigh this car again after the turbo and we'll see what our new weight is with all the turbo stuff. Now, I don't really believe this, but 2032. I gotta settle this thing. Hold on. All right, we got Cooper and Ty in the house.
Whoa!
What's up, boys?
Push your car. Oh, yeah, I'm pulling.
Oh boy. I know. It gives me anxiety.
You gotta put it in gear? It's not. Alright, you're good.
Sound good?
Put it in gear. You got these big hills.
What do the digits say over there?
I don't think we zeroed it out. It weighs
Negative 82?
Negative 82 pounds. Dude, you're good. So
I think we're good.
This thing can drive like upside down.
It's
light.
Yeah, it's like anti-gravity.
Yeah.
All right, I think we have to.
I think we need to restart.
So I lowered it down.
You're gonna have to zero them out again.
So I lowered it down with a lift, and I got a weight of 1,800.
All right.
2,000. Are they all on?
Rear left.
These are very finicky.
Yeah.
Which one's off? This one?
No, there should be. They say they're all on. Oh wait, front. Yeah, that one's on.
Oh, my battery just fell out of it. I'll do it.
That'll get you.
There we go.
Couldn't even mount the motor straight. Look how crooked that thing is.
Ford guys. Always got something to say.
I'm just saying, your motor's mounted way off.
All right.
Oil reading?
What?
3350. That's more than the
There's
stock
no way.
car weighs. Damn. 2221.
That doesn't make any sense. It was 2,023 pounds last time, and all I did was put the turbo on and the intercooler. There's no way I picked up 200 pounds.
You see all the spaghetti in there? Oh, your paint. Maybe it is the paint.
No, I weighed it as it sits, just no turbo.
Different wheels.
Different wheels.
Different wheels and tires. You're on your baller 3-piece wheels now.
That's disappointing. All right, just for shits and giggles, let's roll it off in one more time. Because I don't believe that.
Hold on, let me make sure this is zero. Okay, now it's saying it weighs 609 pounds at the front.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That thing's freaking wacky.
Now it says it's off. They just put fresh batteries in that front. That front left is messing me up.
All right, stand by, guys.
Roll it off the tire.
All right, now we just gotta muscle it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Ugh.
Alright, we're still good over here then. Yeah. Dude, I don't know, you gained some weight.
How much now?
It's still 22. After the holidays, man, I got you. That's what it's just stuffing. How many Christmas cookies did you eat?
That's not right. All right.
Not my present.
I'll accept my fate.
You added this massive intercooler, turbo,
Yeah, it ain't 200 pounds.
different wheels.
The wheels could be it, and I do have a half tank of fuel.
Sounds like 200 pounds to me. And gas is 6 pounds a gallon.
Yeah, and there's 7 gallons in there.
Yeah. So there's like 150 pounds almost. Let's just call it that. Whatever it comes out to.
Are any of these like these deals new?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not sure I had the radiator when I did it last time either.
You keep adding stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Half the car wasn't here last time. That
I have to look at the other video.
makes more sense.
I don't think I had my rear mounted radiator, which would be, dude, there's like 4 gallons of coolant in this car.
Yeah.
All right,
I think we found your weight.
I'll accept my fate.
2200.
Damn it.
You're still a lot lighter than anything I own.
Yeah,
You're definitely.
I wanted a 2,000 pound car. Now I gotta bump this freaking guy. Beat it.
Comes here, takes your money, inconveniences you.
You didn't realize YouTube's going on here?
Go ahead and see me. I don't owe money.
You owe money?
Oh, so he's right here.
Not as much as Eric does.
And when I don't walk on his track, he just charges my card instantly anyways.
He has no interest in me. I think he sees my car and he knows I'm a cheapskate.
That guy only uses Harbor Freight tools.
Pretty much.
Now we're in the clearance area.
I did buy a set of $20 wire crimps today, so that's my big spend of the month.
I did that last week and it was pretty invigorating.
2,200 pounds. That's horse shit. Whatever.
Light. This is a vehicle, like 2,200 pounds.
All right, guys, there you have it. Okay, guys, day, well, 1.5 really. I kind of screwed off a little bit today. That's what's can't come out of the car so far. This is what's left. Looks way worse than it is, but still runs. So we're in business. I was just relocating some of the wiring, kind of getting our module holder in place, kind of remounting the computer here. And there's something I discovered. It's gonna be very hard to see, but you see how it's all corroded in there? It turns out 2 of these pins were actually one bent over, and it appears they went into the same pin out on the computer. Now, it's been like that because we haven't touched the computer since we did the MS-43 swap. So that was done when Vlad and I were doing that conversion. So it's kind of odd that it just showed up randomly, presenting an issue. I don't know what the pinouts are, but either way, we're gonna get a hold of a new computer, and I'm gonna bring it to Vlad. He can reflash it at his shop, and we'll just throw a new computer in. They're $37 at LKQ, and I know there's like 6 of them over there right now. So I'm just gonna pick up a new computer, have him reflash that, because God knows what it did to the internals or anything on that computer, and we don't want any more issues downstream. So that's actually good that we figured that out. Back at the final day of this mess, and we're actually really making some headway. We are able to really thin down this wiring. I mean, this is very significant compared to what it was. Here's the pile now. And what I'm doing now is making a switch panel here. I'm just gonna shear a piece of aluminum, throw a 90 in it, and just make a real simple deal here. And you can see here, I just created a center line. So this is gonna be for our first gauge. Now I'm gonna leave it blank. So I'm gonna leave, I think, 4 spots for gauges, just in case we wanna get crazy in the future. But so this gauge is gonna be my AEM failsafe gauge. So that's really my main gauge that I have now. So here's my initial layout. So this is the gauge. This is the only gauge I actually have right now, but I want to lay it all out for future gauges and or anything else I want to put in. I don't really know if I like this. I think I might just do 3 gauges on the top and do switches on the bottom, OBD2 port, and then we'll just kind of leave this space blank up here. So maybe that's what we'll do. I'm not sure if I'm thrilled with this layout. It kind of just looks a little wonky. And it'd be nicer to have the switches closer to me that I'll be using. Well, we got my switch panel squared away. And all I have to do is I'm gonna just rattle can this satin black. I'll probably do that this weekend when I get home. And that's gonna be done. So I'll finish wiring it probably next week. So unfortunately I ran out of time again, and the car's gotta go back to the wayside for a minute because I got some real work I have to get done the next few days here. So we're just gonna pick away at it. I'm in no rush, everything's cool, and thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.